Welcome friends to the 7th part of this series to create a chat app in FlutterFlow. In the previous video, we finished setting up our edit profile page, and in this video, we'll be going into setting up the UI for our chat homepage over here. So let's quickly hop over to our FlutterFlow dashboard over here. With the homepage selected, let's change the app bar style. Let's just choose this one. We'll change the title to chats, and we also want to change the color, the text color, to primary text, and we also want to center this title over here. Let's also add this plus button for us to add texts. So with the text selected, we'll right click on it and we'll wrap the text widget inside of a row. And now let's just add another widget, which will be an icon. And this icon will be a plus icon. Let's just choose this one. For the icon color, we can just choose primary. And with the text widget selected under expansion, we can just click on expanded, and that pushes this plus icon all the way to the right. And for the text, we can just add some padding of perhaps 200. Or that's a bit too much. Let's just add a padding of 260. Now let's work on these list tiles over here in this list view. So with the column selected, let's just delete this sign out button for now since we no longer need that. And firstly, let's wrap the column inside a container. And for the container width property, we'll just set this as infinite. And inside the column, we will add a list view. Inside the list view, let's just add another container, and inside the container we want to add a row. Inside the row we'll add a circle image, and inside the row let's just add a column, and this column will contain the person or group name text over here as well as the last message text over here. So inside the column, let's just add two text widgets. And lastly, in the row, let's just add one more column. And inside this column will be the timestamp text. So right now the list tile is looking pretty ugly, so let's format it to look much better. For the circle image, let's just change the diameter to 60. For the group name or person name text over here, we'll change the font size to 16, and we'll change the font weight to semi-bold. For this last message text, we'll also change the font size to 16. And for this timestamp text, we'll also change the text size to 16, but for the text color, let's choose the secondary text color. With the list view selected, let's add some side padding of 16 on both the left and right side, and let's also add some top padding of 16. Now with the row selected, let's add some padding all around, and we'll give it a padding of 8 from all around the container. With the circle image selected also, let's add some right padding of 8. And with this column selected over here, we want to expand the column so that it pushes this text over to the right. And we also add some right padding of 4. And when we scroll down, We also change the cross-axis alignment to left or to start. And with this column selected, we'll change the main axis alignment to end. And for this column, let's also add some item spacing of 4 and a main axis alignment of center. To make it look better, let's also decrease perhaps the row padding, since we don't need so much space. So let's decrease the padding to 4. And I think that I would like to have this timestamp text a bit smaller. So instead of a font size of 16, let's change it back to a font size of 14. And let's also change the fill color of the container, perhaps to this alternate color. Yep, now it looks better. Okay, so that is our list tile container done. Now let's work on the bottom nav bar. So we can click on this option over here and show this page on the nav bar. It looks like we need to have at least 2 pages for the nav bar. So for our profile page over here, we also want to show our profile page on the nav bar. And for the profile page icon, we'll change this icon. Let's just search for profile. And let's just choose this person over here. We can go back to our home page and we can change the nav bar icon to perhaps a message. Perhaps this one over here, or this one, message. And if you want to switch the positions of these icons over here, what you can do is that you can go under nav bar and add bar. For the nav bar, you can reorder the pages. So I can switch the profile page is now on the left over here. Alright, so that's it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. In the next video of this series, we'll be dealing with Supabase and we'll be seeing how we can implement our database tables in Supabase. So stay tuned for the next video. Thank you and goodbye.